just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, 53! Hey, watch out, and watch the ball. Alert! Check 31, check 31, check 53,
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Patrick. Hey, Alabama. Check it. Hey, go 66.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
He's checking. Crash. Wide. Get wide. Switch.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's a screen to Richard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Alert! Check, right 21, right 20.
Brady now to throw. They'll find his running back here, Richard. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Goal 50. Hey, goal 66.
On play action, it's Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set up, 30 base. 80 weapons.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 9 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Flag now. Flag 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, lock it. Hey, exit. Finds the mic. Sneak him.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, let's go. So we got man.
2nd and 10. This is Gordon on the dump off. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw here. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 380. Hey, 66. Check 3. Watch the twins. Watch the ship. Hey. Sugar. Check. Hey.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
72. 380. Watch QB drop.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
They'll drop the throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sets up the screen to Gordon. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's just me and you.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one... Taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's see what you got. Check 52. Joker, 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 Joker. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. Greystone, travel. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3. Bravo. Watch 8-9, watch 8-9. He's yours. Slam, slam, slam. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 5.
A toss play. Gordon gets around him. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Ready, set. X3, 218, chopper. Check me out, check me out. Check 37, check 37.
2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big... turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
First down, Dolphins.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Alert. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Pick me up. Here we go. Alert. Check 99. Hey, 66.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Jim. What? Ozzy. Catch it, reload.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, let's go. Come. What's the curl? You kill.
Breeze again here on second and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Mike 51, Mike. Hey, wahoo! Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side. 51. Good. Right forward, ready. Undercrush. Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Wait, set, 53, shadow. You. Hey, switch gears. Ozzy.
Now Brady. On the screen, this is Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Gordon. And he's got some space here. And all the way up to the 41-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, turn it up.
12.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Tonight.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
He wasn't ready.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You're trash.
Check out kill.
And the blitz does come. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Where they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
95, 56. 5-8.
Watch the slap. 51 to Mike, boy.
Hey, seam 6. Watch the twist.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Showing it.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Got Gordon open, completes it. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and his throw is going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wait, that 380.
21, check back 21. Watch the curve. Kill.
General West.
Kill. Turn it.
Go bandit.
Watch the whip. Switch.
Rip.
Switch.
Smooth.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Wait, that
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wait, that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going back to you.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got to hit.
Here's Gaskin, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Wait, that wide, 80. Check it, reload.
Three ball. Watch the eye.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Regular. Kill. 450.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That throw into the arms of Allen. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Drops this off to Richard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And it's third down.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie. Go 50.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Go Bandit.
Brady going to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 13. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Kill.
Bree's going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's go. I'm going to run you over.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. Go. 15 line.
Back to throw here. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, zoom. Check 9. 80 weapon.
Like 17.
Speed trip.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jonnu Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
Go Bandit.
Choose the mic right here.
Easy.
Choose the mic.
Alpha.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On play action, now Brady. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
52 right here. 52. I got
Hey, Alabama.
Check 3.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, check it.
Back to throw, Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Wait, that. 53. 53 in now. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 72.
Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
20-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking.
Get it.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run it here with Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They will run again with Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, 66. Give me that ball, defense. 36. Alabama.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Wait, that's wide, 80.
Check back 21. Rebut.
Hey, both 66.
First throw of overtime for Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Alert! 72.
Tighten up. Check.
Alert!
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll set up a throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target 6'6", bullet high. Hey, Echo. Watch the shit.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the run. No, Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, you got deep?
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. That one 28 yards on the ground.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint.